Hello and welcome to another edition of the Ask Dr. Pickel show. And today we're going to do a quick research update. This one's kind of interesting, just some interesting recent paper that came out. In fact, I'll pull it up here, but it's regarding antimicrobial soap and a chemical that's in that soap called Triclosan. And interesting stuff. The thing about these antimicrobial soaps is, we use them supposedly to kill bacteria on our hands or wherever we wash. And, it's like, well, how does soap work if it doesn't have triclosan or, what's the difference there? Well, first, let's talk about this study. So kind of interesting, Science Daily. This was just in November of 2020, so very recent study. Antimicrobial soap additive worsens fatty liver disease in mice. So in fact, if you start to look up, if you go to Google or Google Scholar and you look up this chemical triclosan and you maybe put dangers of or things like that, you're going to find all kinds of information. Not only does it affect the liver, it's also a carcinogen. It also is an endocrine disruptor. Endocrine disruptor means it disrupts our hormonal systems. In fact, if you go to the FDA website, they actually tell you that this chemical can cause problems with thyroid hormones. So again, it's not a good chemical at all. Why is it in soaps? Because it's supposed to be antibacterial. Well, there's a little problem with that because soap in itself is antibacterial. So the thing is how does soap really work? What does it do? How does it kill bacteria? So when you wash with soap, that soap foams up. And there's actually a name for that. Soap has what are called micelles, not MY cells, MICELLES. It's again, but these are soap, like let's say you look at it, even at a microscopic level, it bonds with water, it's hydrophilic, and it repels water, it's hydrophobic. So it does that at two ends. But the thing is, though, that it breaks down oils and things. So if you put soap on a greasy pan, what happens is it breaks down that grime and then you can wash it off. Yeah, so bacteria, the outer wall of a bacteria, its cell membrane is made of lipids or fats. So again, when soap hits that outer membrane, it breaks it down and then destroys the bacteria. So the bacteria can't live without that outer membrane. So again, this is how soap just works being a soap without any extra additives. So again, just using basic soap to wash your hands is going to do the same thing, really. But adding these different things into it, like triclosan and some of the things they've added in the past, some of them they've actually taken out because they're even more dangerous. And we'll even see these in hand sanitizers too. The hand sanitizer gels that you use, that'll contain this sometimes and contain other chemicals. But the thing is these have been problems and have started causing more problems, and that is showing up in the research when also they're saying, hey, this is a potential carcinogen too. Scary stuff. So again, if you're going to wash your hands, just wash your hands with a regular soap. We don't need really the fancy stuff. Also, they're finding in the same study, they even mention that they're also finding that this triclosan affects the ratios of your normal gut bacteria and also leads to antibiotic resistance. So again, this is basically, if you start putting antibiotics in soap, now when bacteria come along, what happens? Bacteria become resistant over time. And this is the problem they've had in the medical community with antibiotics, is now we're creating super bacteria that are resistant to antibiotics. And now we've got to use stronger and stronger antibiotics, which have even more detrimental effects on the human body. So all in an effort to kill these bacteria, when really basic soap and other methods to kill bacteria really work well. So again, if you're going to wash your hands, just use the soap. Don't use the crazy stuff, the stuff with all the extra chemicals in it. All right, it really doesn't make a difference. Soap is soap, and it kills bacteria and other things. All right, well, hopefully everybody enjoyed this quick research update and this information. And I hope everybody has a wonderful day.